Oh, I thought I'd make a quick vlog, and today was a very quiet day. My car is broken again, so my mother and I could not go anywhere, but she didn't give me a hassle today. The only thing I did outside of the house was go to the store. My brother picked me up and helped me and took me to the store. So I bought a few things and I came home and I've just been cleaning a little, relaxing a little, surfing the web a little, and that's about it. That's about it. I haven't been doing much of anything, at least nothing exerting, and I still have to finish cleaning, and I don't know what I'm gonna do because my brother keeps telling me he doesn't want me smoking downstairs, but there's no air conditioner upstairs, and it's too hot to be upstairs with my mother. In fact, I don't want her upstairs because she likes downstairs. She likes to be downstairs. This is her home, and the rooms are set up for her downstairs. So I have to be with my mother and I have to look after her. So where do I smoke? Downstairs in the house. Downstairs in the house. Not in the same room as my mother. I have the window open and all that, but it still smells like smoke when my brother gets here. So I don't know what he's going to do because he's coming tomorrow, and I don't know. I don't know if he's going to if he's going to, get upset or not. I don't know. And so we'll see. We'll see. I have not been to the thrift store for 2 weeks, and for 2 weeks in a row, because I decided to spend my thrift store money on food both weeks. And my brother gave me money towards food for last week's food purchase because it was a large purchase. And he didn't give me anything for this week, but I'm going to ask him. And we'll see what he does. I keep getting sidetracked. It's the same old story over and over again, you know? And I'm trying to fight their psychological suggestions, I would say, because they bring me back to a certain time period in my life, and it's all encompassing, it's all subliminal messages, words that I said back then, things that are war, people driving around in cars that look like other people's cars, things like that, and it's starting to make me think, really starting to make me think that I really don't know what real life is all about, or that the world is really like what I perceive it to be. I'm starting to think that because I don't know. They follow me on my vacations. They followed me when I moved. They followed me everywhere I've been. They've been with me. And I don't know if I've seen true life at all. I truly don't. I don't know. I know that I've read about life, but they control what I read, they control what I see, and they try to control me and what I think and what I do and how I act. So, it's all something to me that, I'd like to be free from which I'd like to be free, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen. Well, I know it's going to happen. I have to have faith in Jesus. But it really makes me question, what is the truth about what people live like? How do people live? How do people really act? Because I see the worst of humanity. It's all covered up, but I see underneath it, and when you take off the veil, or you lift the veil a little, you can see through the veil, you see the truth about these people. And it's ugly. It's an ugly truth. Their truths are based on evil. That's what their truths are. All their truths are based on evil. And it's very sad. And, with the evil that they have in their life and what they've done to gather power for their evil, although I don't know how to activate power, I just don't. I don't know anything about it. I really don't. It's still hidden. I've lived with it my entire life, and I barely know anything, I don't know what they do. I don't know. But I do know that a lot of it is subliminal and messages and stuff like that, and casting spells and curses and hexes and jinxes and driving around and showing me license plates and stuff. So, and showing me cars that look like someone else's car and people from the past, showing up where I am. That's why I don't go out in Cleveland. They have a lot of festivals here, especially in the summertime. They have so many really nice things, but I don't go because I don't want to run into all the people. I just don't. I don't, and so I just try to stay at home as much as possible, and I really don't do anything, especially since the pandemic. That was the perfect excuse to stay home and not do anything. And then I tried to do a few things and be social, and it just didn't work out. It was just like the same old thing over and over again. It's just... So the truth is, I don't know what true friendship is. I don't. I really don't. Because all the friends I've had have been tainted. They've acted kind and have done things that a true friend would do, but they've also, hurt me. They've also hurt me, And a lot of them, get even. So I just don't know. Or have taken the time to get even with me for something I said, did, thought, something I didn't do for them, or something, just all sorts of things. And it's really terrible how they get even, because it's so much worse than what you did to them. They punish people. They make them pay. And the way they make them pay is so much worse than anything the person did. And a lot of it is people make you do things, and then they punish you for it. So, and that's a lot of it. That is a lot of it. So, and then they go around accusing you of things because they make you do things, like putting a suggestion on a cigarette. And I'm a smoker. What am I supposed to do? Not smoke? So, and then I smoke, and then, oh no, we got you now, and we know what you are, and this is what you are, and you're this and that, and that, and that, and be careful around her because she smoked a cigarette, and we put a suggestion on there. So watch out. So, I don't know. It's just, and it's like, if you do this, then it means that, and it means this and that, and these people are all going to be afraid of you and hate you because you did this, and you did that, and they're all little things, and I'm starting to think no matter what I do, it means something, like, buying new glasses. So I bought new glasses. What does that mean? I don't know, but I'm sure it means something terrible to someone. That I'm a terrible person in this way because I purchased new glasses. The simplest little things. I'm sure it means something like that. So, because everything means something to them, you know? So, I don't know. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to continue, except to say, once again, and reiterate what I said. I don't. I'm starting to really believe that I don't know what real people are like. I don't. And the truth is, I don't. I don't. So, we'll see. Anyway, well, maybe I've encountered real people. I may have, but I don't know. We'll see. And when all the truth comes out, you know, when all the truth comes out, when I'm healed, and I trust Jesus that He will heal me. So, anyway, so now I'm going to move on to a few other things that, what I started with, that I get constantly distracted by the things well, I didn't start with that. I'm just saying it now. I get constantly distracted by the things I want to do, or the things that, I think are important, like the education of mankind. I don't know, and which I'm totally open to people, helping out there. I can't do the whole thing by myself, and I don't know. I don't know the best practices for everything, I took so many workshops that all taught practices. And so, okay, I do know the best practices, but, for like math and science and all of that, I just have to rely on support to come up with the lesson plans and all of that. But hopefully they would follow, well, they will follow, what I set forth so far, Well, at least that's the feeling I'm getting, is that they have to follow what I've set forth already in the plan for education. So, and I hope I live to see the day. I truly do. I hope I live to see the day that at least a few of the schools are open so I can see how they run and I will see the day. Okay, I'm just getting the feeling that I will see the day and I will be able to, help implement whatever else I can help implement. So, but that's one thing I'd like to continue thinking about. My language is another thing, but as I said before, it's on hold. But I'd like to continue making up rules, but the language itself, coming up with vocabulary and sentences and all of that, that's on hold. And the symbol, there's so many things that can be done with that symbol. So many things. And it could be, eventually a universal symbol for many, many things. And, that might be the direction it goes in once I start utilizing it for whatever I'm going to utilize it for, so, but it's versatile for sure, so I don't know where that symbol is gonna go or how it's gonna fit into the world of academics or into the world of cryptology and all of that. I don't know how it would fit in, but I know that it has a place. So, anyway, and it may not be the only symbol out there, but I'm getting the feeling that it will probably be a universal symbol that other cultures and other countries will use for their own languages or needs or whatever. So that's all I'm saying. And, I can't even remember what else because I just they keep doing mind erases on me. Like, I'll see a sign, mind erase, and then I forget everything. They keep they keep the amnesia. They keep the amnesia going. They keep it going. And, I don't know. And I also wanted to say that I was looking at vlogs from a while ago, and my face is much thinner. I must have gained weight. So, I don't weigh myself. I refuse to weigh myself because at one point in my life, I was so obsessed with the scale. I was so obsessed with the scale. And I was very thin, and I still stepped on the scale every 5 minutes to see it. I would step on the scale, then go work out, then step on the scale, and then see if I lost anything after my workout. And I was obsessed. Every little pound, everything. I was obsessed. So that's why right now I don't use the scale at all. I just go by my clothes, and that's it. And what I feel comfortable in, and I would, I feel comfortable right now. So I'm not gonna say anything about it. My diet, they ruined my diet, and it was a restrictive diet. I must admit that. The diet I carried on so that I would maintain my weight was very restrictive. Very, very, and I was a size 8 at the time, 7, 8. I was a size 7, 8 at the time. And the diet was very restrictive because, I wanted to eat a lot and I couldn't, and because I wasn't working out. I wasn't working out, and I I was very busy and stressed out, but I didn't eat well. I just was very busy and stressed out. So I came up with my little plan for my diet, and it was low fat. It was based on fat. It wasn't based on carbs. But I, the way it worked out was that I didn't get that many carbs in my diet on a regular basis. Well, actually, I had bread, and I had some bread and potatoes almost daily. One potato and some bread almost daily. And I could still have pasta every once in a while, but that wasn't the main part of the diet. The main part of the diet was to cut out all oil, all cheese, most dairy products except for low-fat yogurt, most, what else? No red meat, except occasionally. Okay, like if it was in lasagna and I was enjoying a piece of lasagna, but I always got a small piece of lasagna. And no sweets. See, very restrictive. Unless it was Entenmann's fat-free chocolate cake, and then I just ate the whole loaf. Because I loved it. I'm like, oh, I can eat sweets now. So, but they don't sell it anymore. At least nowhere I go. So, I used to so love the Entenmann's fat-free chocolate cake. And I counted it as a freebie because it was fat-free. And the rest of my diet was, kind of restrictive. So I would just gorge myself every once in a while on Entenmann's fat-free chocolate cake. But that's about all I enjoyed of sweets at the time. And I can't remember the rest of the diet, but it was a very simple diet. It was there were a lot of rules, but there were simple rules, and easy to follow. They weren't so complex that you couldn't follow them. They were just restrictive, like no oil and no fried foods. So if you're a fan of oils and fried foods, then, you know, that's not for you unless you want to really restrict yourself. For me, it didn't feel much like I was restricting myself because I enjoy baked and grilled chicken and turkey, and I even had pork. Pork was okay every once in a while, so it was just like the other white meat was fine too. And so I just that diet, and it was very healthy because I also had salads and grilled chicken salads and um the grilled chicken meals at the restaurants I went to. I mean, I didn't really explore food. That's why I don't know food. I really didn't explore food when I went to the restaurants. My husband did. My ex-husband did, but I didn't. Because I was on the restrictive diet, I always had something grilled chicken from the menu, something grilled from the menu. So I always had the light one. And so that's why I don't know food, really. I don't. I just had a brisket, and that was delicious, but I don't know if I've ever had brisket before. So it was delicious. See, red meat. See, I'm just a little chunky. Anyway, but uh, I enjoyed it very much. I enjoyed it very much. But I think that one day I'll go back to my diet, you know? Or maybe not that diet, because it really was very, very restrictive. Very. And I don't know if I can do it again at this point in my life, you know? But it was good for maintaining weight. At least maintaining, because I started gaining weight. I'm like, how am I gonna not gain any more weight? And so I just came up with that idea and the diet very quickly, and I stuck to it, and it helped me maintain my weight. And it wasn't until I went off the diet and I just went crazy with French fries and milkshakes and all of that, and cookies and um steak and all of that, and it wasn't until then that I started to gain the weight. And well, I gained a lot of weight, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, And like I did, compared to the vlogs I saw, my face is much bigger than it was in those vlogs. So, I don't know. I don't know. And, I have the air conditioner on, and yet when it turns off, because it's central air, it doesn't run continuously, it'll cool the air off, and then it'll turn off until it kicks back on. It's too cold when it's on and too hot when it's off. So that is the only downfall of central air. But that's the same thing with air conditioners, because it'll get too cold and it just runs continuously. So, but I like it. I like central air. And I like the fact we only have central air. And I'll get into this as the next subject, and then I'm going to end the vlog. We only have central air because we live so close to the airport, and I don't know how many years ago, it was a long time ago, the city officials decided to give everyone in this area that lived close to the airport, they gave them new windows and central air, if they could, and thank goodness, because it does get hot in the summer. Like today, like right now, it's kind of hot. So, I don't know. I don't know. But There, it's clicking on again. I just heard it click on. So, I've just rambled on in this vlog, and I apologize to my viewers. I'm trying to have more of a flow, like, that works better and that I don't skip around, and, so I apologize. And I'm not completely healed yet, but that's not an excuse because obviously I could rehearse and then post my vlog, but I don't. I just turn on the camera and go. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to end this vlog, and I'm going to say I hope everybody watching has a great evening tonight and a great day tomorrow, and things go your way. Alright, bye.